Hello everyone. If you are watching this video, it means that you have problems with a girl. Maybe she even dumped you. I can promise you, if you are a person capable of introspection, after watching this video, you will have something to think about. What do you feel now? Despair or depression? It's because you don't see a way out of this situation. Many people after parting pointlessly visit psychologists. Why doesn't it make sense? You're asking me, because the scope of the psychologist's competence allows you to make the interview as painless as possible for you. They work with our subconscious thoughts and even feelings. It makes a little sense, but sometimes it takes years. I'm absolutely sure that this is the most effective way to solve this problem. This is the restoration of a relationship with a girl. We will do it so that she will come back to you. Where do we start? And we will start with understanding the realization that the girl left you not for objective reasons and circumstances. If you had a relationship, then you were happy with the girl in everything. That is, the character, appearance, personality, and so on suited her. Here the matter is completely different. In the psychology of relationships, there is such a thing as significance and the balance of significance. The balance of importance lies in how much the partners need each other. That is, the ratio is never 50-50. There's always a person who is in a difficult position. It is such people who are the first to try to smooth out the conflict. It's more conducive to a relationship. I can call it that. The most important and, therefore, the only reason for parting is a critical decline in importance. In other words, interest. Everything else is just a consequence. It may be treason or something may not suit a person. All our actions can increase or decrease our importance. I love practical examples from life. For example, here's one such case. A guy and a girl are dating. The action takes place in the guy's house. There's a conflict between them. After that, the girl begins to get ready for her home, and the guy starts to stop her. By this action, he makes a mistake. A week passes, and the situation repeats itself. This time, the conflict is less significant. The girl is going to leave again, but the guy and I discussed in advance how he should act in such a situation. In this case, he just lies and watches TV. The girl got ready, slammed the door, and left. After 15 minutes, the guy gets a message. Will you give me a ride to my house, or should I take the subway? What are we doing? We don't reply to her. We don't even read her messages anymore. I'll tell you why later. Another 15 minutes pass. The girl writes again that I took the subway. Another 15 minutes pass. The girl is already calling with tears in her eyes and asks if I can come back. Why did this happen? Firstly, the girl was sure that the guy would start stopping her again. It just didn't happen. Secondly, why didn't we reply or read her messages? The answer is that we did not give her the opportunity to shift responsibility to us. If the guy says, "No, I won't give you a ride," the girl would just leave. If we read the message, well, we didn't respond. The girl would have realized that we were ignoring her. In this case, it's already 50-50. In this example, you can notice how much the result may depend on the actions you have taken. Because it's the same situation, the same people. Only a week has passed in time. And what a different result. In one case, the significance decreased. In the other, increased. But all men. They make mistakes of a much more global nature, which leads to a decrease in significance. As a consequence to separation, another mistake that guys often make when dating a girl. When they're going to talk, come to an agreement. Show how much he loves her. To change her mind. This is absolutely not worth doing. Perhaps in the words I said, you will recognize the behavior of your girlfriend. On Monday, she will tell you that she loves you. On Tuesday, she says that her feelings are somewhere deep inside. On Wednesday, she is no longer sure of her feelings for you. On Thursday, she wants to take a break to think about the relationship. On Friday, she offers to stay friends. The reason for this is not logic. The answer lies in plain sight. A woman makes a decision based on emotions and feelings. No need to try to see the logic in her decisions. There's also absolutely no need to empower her, so that she can't make a choice about the prospects of your relationship. Perhaps you are already getting to the bottom of it. What will be the way to resolve this situation? This is exactly what is needed for the girl's return. It's increasing importance. The importance of this should not only increase. The value should be rotated 180 degrees, so that the girl needs you and not you need her. Well, now I want to ask one more question. Is it worth returning the girl at all? It will depend on two parameters. Firstly, more than 50s of women are not suitable for relationships at all. You can accuse me of being categorical, but official statistics show exactly that. See for yourself, what is the percentage of divorces in the United States? There are reasons for this. We evaluate the girl by 10 parameters. A bad girl can even be brought back, even fall in love with herself. But the attitude to this can be compared to a roller coaster. The finale of such a relationship is unknown. And the second parameter, why do we return even unsuitable girls? Because people feel affection. That is, the importance of the girl is so high that the rest of the female individuals of this person simply do not attract. The only way to resolve this situation, this is the return of an ex-girlfriend to make this girl available. Because accessibility, this is one of the most important factors. It is of great importance. I can prove it to you in 20 seconds. Remember your women with whom you had a relationship. Which of them seemed to you the most significant? Simply put, who did you want to be with? Have children together. You felt great affection for her. I can say this with confidence. These were women who were unavailable or who abandoned you. Well, maybe not shared love. Love is an instinct. Understand, instincts are very easy to control. It's like one big system. I received a message in the mail today. A completely banal story. There is no special informativeness in this, but I want to read it to you to show you how to do a surface analysis. So let's get started. Greetings, I have the following situation. Dated his girlfriend for a year. I am 26 years old and the girl is 19 years old. They have a difference of 7 years. Older men are preferred by girls who grew up without a father or did not receive fatherly love. We met online. For the first few months, she ran after me. At the second meeting, we slept together. Girls are monogamous by nature. That is, she chooses one male from several surrounding her. They carry out this selection by subconscious checks. That is, she creates obstacles in the way of guys trying to seduce her. It's like procreation, because our brain doesn't understand it. That we use condoms, for example, and if a guy manages to seduce a girl at the first or second meeting, thus he overcomes these obstacles. Therefore, there's nothing strange about this. That the girl herself ran after the guy for the first months, because the importance of this guy was high. A year later, she graduated from the institute and went to work. At this time, we started having problems. She was tired. She was in a bad mood. She even yelled at me. The girl began to spend more time with friends. Well, everything is clear here. There are certain critical moments in a relationship. When a guy or a girl finishes their studies and goes to work, or there is a job change. This, in particular, serves as a catalyst for existing problems, which leads to a breakup of the relationship. Well, we won't go into the reasons yet. I tried to avoid conflicts. I did nice things to her, but it only got worse. The role of a diplomat in a relationship belongs to a woman. It is a woman who should smooth out the temperament and character of a man. Thanks to this, the man performs the role of a breadwinner in the external environment. As soon as a man tries to smooth over the situation, he adjusts to it. Respect and feelings for him instantly decrease. One day I saw her go to her ex. I started calling her, but she didn't pick up the phone. I was jealous of her, to which she replied to me that I'm severely limiting her, and I have strict control, and we quarreled. As for jealousy, everyone knows perfectly well that you can't be jealous of a girl. We are not only showing a lack of self-confidence, but we also show her that we are worse than a particular person to whom we are jealous. We need to establish a framework of acceptable behavior, preferably at the beginning of a relationship. We will reasonably punish the girl if she tries to cross these boundaries. Most often, they will all comb your hair with phrases that there's nothing special about it. We're just friends. You're jealous, and so on down the list. A few days later, we reconciled. Well, I think you've got to the bottom of it. Who was the initiator of the reconciliation with each other? And in which direction this value was reduced even more? We've been dating for about a month now. During that time, she said she didn't know what exactly she wanted. Does she need a relationship? As a result, she texted me that we needed to break up. She wasn't going to participate in the dialogue anymore. A little later, she blacklisted me wherever possible. I was surprised by such an act of a loved one. I don't have much hope. In books and movies, love is idealized. I've been studying psychology for many years, and I did not see in them the nobility on the part of a person who loses interest. Initially, I wanted to give you some information about this mechanism, directly for the return of the ex-girlfriend. But the thing is, even if I write a manual, and I will teach this lesson to every guy on the planet, More than 30 will be able to succeed. And then perhaps it will be temporary. Why? You're asking. Imagine any favorite business or specialty, even sports. How many mistakes did you have on the way to study? Therefore, this is equivalent to the fact that if you want to bring the girl back, your task is to become a master of sports or write a symphony in music. That is, a task of a global nature. You also have no right to make a mistake, because you don't just want to know how to get the girl back. You need a result now, because I usually do consultation. First of all, we analyze the girl, because the same action has different meanings for different people. It is also advisable to know about her previous relationship, at least about how they ended. This information is very valuable to me. Well, directly your relationship with her. Then you can start drawing up an action plan upon the girl's return. What I encounter most often, even if the client decides to ask me for help, we develop a plan and begin to act. At this stage, we begin to get results. The guy is completely focused on getting the girl back. I tell him to focus on the long term, because in the future, you will build a relationship with her. After she gets back, I'm ready to tell him, but the guy is focused on something else. What will happen next? The girl comes back and the guy disappears from my life. A month passes too. This guy is calling me again. At these words, the girl is again not sure if she wants a relationship with me. I start asking him what he was doing, and it turns out that he forgot everything again. It feels like we didn't have a consultation at all. Therefore, this is also a very important point, which I'm talking about initially, because the result of each client is important to me, because every guy has relationship problems. I just remember myself at 18, but then there was no one to help me. I myself went through this thorny path. I've tried a lot and made a lot of mistakes. What you can avoid and get the result right now. You can write me an email to fully describe the problem. I will conduct an analysis and give you recommendations. Well, or watch my videos. And don't forget to do everything right. When you start, you will see that everything works. This video will consist of 3 parts. In the second part, we will gradually move on to practice. So don't miss it. Click the bell. See you later.